Hey friends, welcome back to the Kindness Advantage. I am your host, Cindy Rowe, and in 10 minutes or less, we are going to explore how to bring kindness into every corner of your life. And today's episode is one I think that we all need: resetting stress with kindness. Now, I know I have stress. Do you have stress? Or are we just saying, well, it doesn't really exist if I don't acknowledge it, right? I'm not talking about eliminating stress or avoiding it because let's be honest, it's not happening. But I want you to think about how to reset it. Stress will show up like every day, like all day long, right? But the real question is, what do you do when it does? And let's just start with reality. We all have those moments. You open up your inbox and you immediately regret it. Hello, that was this morning. Someone says something that rubs you the wrong way. Yep, that was yesterday. And you spill your coffee, you hit every single red light, and now you're questioning all your life choices before 9 a.m. That's not a bad day. That's just a Tuesday. So, what's actually happening in your body? When stress hits, your brain goes into survival mode. That amygdala fires up, cortisol is released, and your body prepares for fight or flight. And let's be honest, maybe it's just a slightly passive aggressive email. According to the American Psychology Association, chronic stress keeps the body in a heightened state, leading to fatigue, irritability, and decreased focus. Hello, nobody's got time for that, right? So when you're feeling off, it's not just in your head, it's actually your nervous system. Here's the shift. We often think we need to push through, right? Push through that stress, but research shows something very different. Small acts of kindness, especially towards yourself, can lower cortisol and increase oxytocin, which helps your body calm down faster. So kindness isn't just nice, it's biological. It's actually a reset button. So here, not too long ago, there was a day when everything felt like it was stacking up: emails, deadlines, conversations, and I could feel myself getting short, limited, irritated, frustrated, tight. Maybe you're feeling that same way right now, right? The feeling where everything just feels louder than it should. Well, my instinct really was to just push through. But instead, because I've been practicing intentional kindness for a very long time, I paused. I walked away for like 5 minutes from that situation. No phone, no productivity. And I asked myself one simple question, and that is, what would feel kind right now? Not efficient, not productive, kind. And my answer, it was just breathe, slow down, take a sip of water, maybe play with the dogs, get outside, reset. Nothing dramatic, right? No magic potions. But like I talk about all the time, there was something that shifted. Here's why kindness works as a reset. There's an interesting part to this, right? Your nervous system responds to cues of safety. Kindness, whether it's a deep breath, a gentle thought, or a pause, signals to your body you're going to be okay. And when your body feels safe, it recalibrates. Heart rate slows, muscles relax, thinking becomes clearer. Kindness literally helps you come back. So here is a quote that I found that I think says it perfectly. And it's by Pama Chidran. I hope I said that right. You are the sky. Everything else is just the weather. Stress is the weather. And honestly, if you live in the Midwest, last week was very stressful because of the weather. Thank you for not damaging my home. We had some rough weather in my community the last week. It was terrible. But thankfully, my home is safe. Not so many of my community members, but anyway, back to the podcast. I was talking about what? Stress? Stress is the weather. Kindness helps you remember you're the sky. So here was that quote again, because I totally got off track. You are the sky. Everything else is just the weather. Stress is the weather. Kindness helps you remember that you are the sky. So I want to give you 3 simple ways to reset stress with kindness. And I want to make it practical because you don't need a 2-hour routine because nobody's got time for that either, right? You need something that's going to actually work in your real life without adding anything to your plate. So, number 1, 60-second reset. When stress spikes, don't power through. I want you to pause for 60 seconds. Set that timer on your phone if you need to. Take a deep breath in, slowly exhale, and drop your shoulders. This isn't about doing nothing. This is regulating your body. Number 2, change that tone in your head. I call it the stinking thinking, right? Stress loves to bring out harsh self-talk. I can't keep up. This is too much. I'm failing. Kindness actually sounds like this. This is a lot, and I'm doing my best. Research from Dr. Kristen Neff shows that self-compassion reduces anxiety and increases emotional resilience. Same situation, different internal tone, which equals a different outcome. And number 3, offer one small act of kindness. I know this one probably surprises you, but if you are ever in a bad mood or things are totally stressing you out, do something kind for somebody else. Send a quick message. Hello, text somebody. Hold open the door. Acknowledge somebody. Studies show that acts of kindness boosts your mood, reduces stress, and because they shift your focus and increase connection. I feel like I've said that before. It actually pulls you out of that spiral, right? It connects you. And when you focus on something good, things start to just like fizzle out within. So here is a reframe that I think changes everything. Instead of asking, how do I get rid of this stress? Try asking, how do I support myself through this moment? That's where kindness lives. Why does this all matter? Well, we are not meant to operate at full speed all the time, but most of us try, right? I mean, actually, the world kind of creates that idea that we should. Then we wonder why we're so overwhelmed. Kindness gives you permission to pause, to adjust, to breathe, to reset without zero guilt. Now, to wrap this all up, stress is going to come. It's here to stay in our lives forever. Busy days are going to happen, right? Things don't always go as planned, but you don't have to meet stress with more pressure. You can meet it with kindness, and that changes everything. This week, when you feel stress rising, and I know you will, but if it doesn't, please let me know because I want to be part of your life. Ask yourself, I want you to pause and say, what would feel kind right now? Just start there. And honestly, I'm going to wrap it up because if you know that kindness can help, I give you 3 easy ways to help reduce that stress. And if this episode helped you even a little bit, share it with someone who could use the same reminder. And like I have asked you before, please give me that 5-star review. It really helps get my message in front of more people. And that is one of the kindest things you can do for me. Don't forget to subscribe because I don't want you to miss an episode. It might be just the one that you need to hear. Until next time, I want to remind you that you don't need to push through everything. Sometimes you just need to reset with kindness. And together, we create waves of change through kindness. Thank you for listening.